Guys, I am going to top dress this backyard putting green of mine. If you like watching things like this, then stay tuned, alright? Alright Owen, so a bit of a catch up. So for those of you who didn't watch the previous video, I did a bit of a scalp, a bit of a scatterfy, a bit of a hole poking aeration exercise, all on this backyard putting green of mine. So if you haven't watched that video, maybe a good idea to just pause this one, go back and watch that one, and then come back and watch this one. Or if you don't want to, just watch this one. But Owens, before we gooi the sand, you know what time it is.
We mow low. Yeah, we mow low. 5 miles low. Yeah, we mow low. We mow low.
Alright, all the 1/3 rule breakers out there, put up your hands. I knew it.
We mow low. We mow low. Yeah, we mow low. We mow low. Yeah, we mow low. Woo. We mow low.
Come on, sing it with me.
We mow low. We mow low.
But why is my lawn so short? Okay, and so I just shaved it off to approximately 6 mils, just for the fact that I unfortunately left it for too long. I needed to do the top dress the same day or a day or two after, and it's been now 5 or 6 days and I didn't do that. So I just quickly gooied a mow on here, looking very good. Let me show you. Much flatter than it was about 3 minutes back, and brings me to the first point that I want to make is this thing was very pimply and bumpy. Obviously with this manual core aerator, it kind of pulls up the area where it pulls the tine up, it pulls the grass up a little bit, so it makes it very uneven. And I wanted to say after the top dress and the first mow after that, it will flatten it out. But now I've done the first mow already and it's already a lot flatter, to be honest with you, which is not ideal because I've kind of closed the holes a little bit. I just wanted to make it now easier for me to top dress. Would have been a little bit difficult with this longish putting green of mine. So I've got my sand and I've got my lawn leveler. I'm ready for this. Alright Aaron, so the first step to top dressing is to get the medium actually on the area which you want to top dress. So I've got that sand, the very same that I've used to build this green, or the top layer of this green. Go and watch those videos. I'm going to distribute it as even as possible, and then after that I'm going to use the lawn leveler to kind of get it into the holes and through the grass leaf blades. But let's get the first step done. Guys, so there's literally about a half a spade left in that bag, and I absolutely love this size of green because I now know that I can't effectively put down more than a full bag, like a 40 kg bag of whatever sand I've got. So I pre-fill those bags and then I use them to guide me through how much I need, because going too heavy will smother this green. I actually let this green get overgrown while it was raining so much and my boy was in the hospital. Then I mowed this green, and then the clippings were lying on kind of this corner right here, and it actually killed off some of the grass there. So I really want to be careful not to smother this putting green. Being so short, it easily smothers. So I can rather come back in a week when it's grown through and add a little bit more sand. Yeah, and so look how that looks. It looks quite heavy. So I'm happy that I didn't go any heavier. So this medium is quite dry now. However, this green is still a little bit dewy, it being in the shade, unfortunately. So hopefully it doesn't get too wet as I drag it around. I'm going to use that lawn leveler to kind of get it all into the holes. As you can see, you can still see some holes exposed. So I want to kind of drag the sand around like this and fill up all those holes, and if need be, I'll come back in a week and add a little bit more sand to fill them even more, to get this green as flat as possible. The one thing I don't want to do once again is smother it. So let's have a go with a lawn leveler and see how that goes. Like, come on. Right, and so that is absolutely done. Let me show you a close-up. I've ruffled up some of the grass, a little bit of the green, but all in all, looking pretty good, and that lawn leveler just makes it flat like a flippin' table, Owens. That thing is awesome. So go and check it out on my site. Lawn leveler is available there. If you don't have one of those, that's a great investment, Owens, or even build yourself one. I've built myself one. Those things are great, honestly. Or just get a plank with some bricks on the side and drag it over your lawn, Owens. Obviously, not many people have a putting green, but I mean, that thing works great on. It works even better on a lawn because it drags all the sand into the low areas, makes it so flat. So just check at this, Owens, looking very, very good. One thing now that I have to do, I'm going to water it in so that all the sand makes its way into all the holes, works its way through the leaf blade. Watering is a definite step for me after this, and then probably the most important, to make sure that it doesn't smother. Come out a day afterwards, see if there's any areas where you can't see any grass leaf blades exposed, especially with cool season lawns, putting greens, those type of things. Kikuyu, not so serious, it normally comes through, but make sure it comes through. If it doesn't, take a broom or something, just brush it off and attack that area a little bit later, level it later. Guys, I think a big win. So yeah, I think that's going to wrap up this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you to everyone who keeps coming back to watch my videos. I really do appreciate it. It motivates me. Go and check these lawn levelers out. Also, these valleys, go and check them out on my website, the southafricanlawn.co.za. Also these caps, whatever. Go and check that site out. Thank you so much for your continued support, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers for now. Bye-bye. Alright, boys and girls, it looks like almost the perfect amount of sand, because almost everywhere I can see grass leaf blades sticking through. So it looks very good. The first water application has been done. I will come through a little bit later because here and there I can see some holes, and it feels like some of the sand is still sitting on top. I obviously don't want to put too much water because that will allow some of the sand, not too much with sand, it doesn't happen that much, but some of the sand to wash down. That I don't want. I want the sand to stay in its area and work its way through the grass leaf blades onto the actual soil layer. It looks good.